Hello, I am Arab D'Souza. I study in the 7th grade of Podar International School, Mumbai, and I'm 12 years old. My achievements in science include silver zone, qualification to third level, and rank 2. And this year, the first level was rank 1, and last year, first level was again rank 1. The SFAES Award 2023 and 2024, Vanda Science Gold Award 2024, Silver Zone Science again level 2 also rank 1, and SOF Science 2024 to 2025 international rank 7.
Hello, I am Anj Batra from Allen Online. I am a student of Allen Online and I study in Chemo Devi Public School, Delhi NCT. And I am currently preparing for JEE Mains and Advanced. And recently I have achieved 99.37 percentile in JEE Main Session 1, January 2025. And I am continuing my studies right now for boards and JEE Advanced. And looking for a bright future.
Hi, I'm S. Shweta, and I'm a student in Allen Online program, and I'm currently studying in 11th standard, like moving to 12th, and I'm studying in Mount Litra Z School in Naroli, and my achievements are like I've participated in Jawaharlal Nehru Bal Vaigyanik science exhibition. I didn't win any prize, but yeah, it was a good experience. And I've also participated in a number of science exhibitions at my school. Like in last year, the 10th standard, I participated in a science expo and won a second prize. And also before that year, I've won first prize in 9th standard in a science exhibition, inter-school science exhibition held here.
Hello everyone, I am Samarth Patil. I am from Dharwad, Karnataka, currently studying from Allen Online, preparing for JEE Mains and Advanced 2025. I belong to JSS PU College in Dharwad itself, and I have recently achieved 98.7 percentile in JEE Mains Session 1. And also I had received a certificate signed by Dr. Shri H.C. Verma sir by IIT Kanpur for participating and performing very well in an undergraduate program for magnetostatics, and I have also secured center top 10% last year in National Standard Examination in Astronomy, and this year I have achieved it both in astronomy as well as chemistry.
Hi everyone, I am Arka Banerjee. I am from Bardwan, West Bengal, and I am from Bardwan Municipal High School. I am currently in class 12, and this year in JEE Mains 2025, I secured 99.979 percentile, and also I qualified NSCP twice in class 11th and 12th, NSSC once this year, and both the times I was among a national top 1% also. And this year I also gave INCHO and INPHO, so let's hope for the results, and some science exhibitions in my schools, and like that I participated and won some prizes.
So as I can see, we have 3 JEE Main participants who have appeared for session 1, Ansh, Samarth and Arka, right? You all have studied from Allen Online, right?
Yeah, I studied from Allen Online.
If I talk about your study schedule, can all of you brief me about how you studied in a day, like how your study schedule goes, right? And starting from Ansh, can you tell me how many hours you devote in studies?
Yeah, ma'am. In normal days, like in days of normal preparation throughout the year, I studied around 12 hours a day, 11 to 12 hours a day. And my day beginning from 6:30 to 7 in the morning to 10 and 11 in the night, including breaks. And I gave equal time to all the 3 subjects to excel in all the subjects. And during the last few months or last few days of my preparation for JEE Mains, I extended some of my study time to 14 to 15 hours a day to achieve more excellence in my subjects, and as well as I give priority to physical sports and fitness too, so to remain fresh and happy throughout the day. And including breaks, I also enjoy. Means this is not that I am always studying and studying. And I always enjoy my preparation and my fitness journey.
What about you, Samarth? How you studied? How many hours you devoted? What was your study pattern?
Like in the initial days, like starting from 11th in between 12th, I studied around 10 to 11 hours average. And my day used to begin around sometimes around 6 or sometimes around 4 or sometimes around 5. I'm a morning person actually, so I sat in slots actually, 3-hour slots, and in between I would give around 10 to 15 minutes break. And I also in between those breaks I to 13 hours per day. And like the most prominent thing that I did was to give equal time to all the three subjects. Now, whether you like one subject or whether you do not like, we have to give all the equal time to all three subjects. So I did that now.
So my next question is from Arka. I want to know in which shift and exam you appeared for session 1, the day of the exam.
I appeared in 28th January shift 1.
28th January, shift 1. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
How many people are there in your family?
My father, my mother, and one my eldest sister, and my grandparents also live with me.
So you are two siblings, your sister and you.
Yeah.
You are the younger one.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think your family contributed during your preparation?
I mean, their contribution is unmatchable. I feel. My father lives out of station due to office works, and my mother is a school teacher. So I get my mother with me in maximum of 24 hours. So whenever my mock test scores were not good, I am feeling low due to some reasons. So she has been my constant supporter, and she motivated me. So like whenever I felt low, just go to my mother and she would help me out from that situation.
How many mock tests you appeared for? In during the complete session and in the last week?
In the last week or last 1 month, I would say it was around 10 to 12 mock tests would be there, and for the year long of 2 years, we have mock tests like very frequently, once in a week or sometimes in a gap of 14 days, like that.
And is there any shift in your preparation in the last week or last month? Because you were preparing for JEE Main, right? So in the last few weeks or days before the exam, did you change anything in your preparation strategy or your time schedule?
Yeah, I did one thing that I focused more on chemistry or the parts that was a bit like we have to memorize, not much conceptual. So if I forget that parts in exam, so I have to take care of that. And one more thing I did is my time schedule. Actually, I'm a night person, so I used to study a lot at late night and rise late at the morning. So I have to change that schedule and adjust accordingly, so that my brain and body is up to the mark at the exam time. So that is one thing I did.
So now my next question is from Arsh Batra. Which day, which shift you appeared for?
I appeared in 29 January shift 2, which was the last shift and of the last day of JEE Mains examination. And I thought I was, lost after 1 hour of my exam. I thought that it would not be possible to score good from here, because some of usually my pattern of attempting the paper was chemistry, physics, then maths, and my shift some questions of chemistry were troubling. So I thought that it will not be possible to score from here. But in the last 2 hours, I recovered that, and with my practice and my speed, I did it all the way.
But still, you performed very well in the examination. You have changed your. Have you changed your preparation strategy from the beginning, like in the last moments? Does there any shift in the preparation strategy?
Yes, ma'am. During normal days of my preparation from class 11th and 12th, I preferred more on revising concepts, and doing much homework means that the teacher gives homework and I complete once and I settle it down. And then I didn't attempt any extra books or something like that. People say that you have to attempt this book or that book. I only preferred my coaching module and all of that. But during the last 1 month of my prep, I changed my schedule to not revising concepts much, but practicing more PYQs and more questions and attempting more mock tests as possible. And that helped my score to improve around 50 to 60 marks. Means I started giving my mocks when I was scoring 170 or 180 in the previous mocks or Allen test. But when I gave these tests for a regular 15 to 20 days, or means like you are and analyzing them was the main part. and I improved and closed my last mock test on 245 marks. This much increase was seen in the last 1 month while practicing only questions.
So, if I talk about your academic records, I can see there is a very good track record in academics in class 10th also, in class 11th also. So, and you won many scholar batches in school for performing in
Yes.
science. Why you like science so much? Why you preferred to go in a science stream instead of any other stream?
In early days of my class 10th, I was interested in all the subjects. Means if you give me something and I will start reading it and I will be fond of it. I was like that kind of person. But since term 2 of class 10th exams, my tuition teacher, he was a very good person and he motivated me. Means I went to learn science from him. He very motivated me and said that you can have a good career in this and you are more analytical thinker than jotting down the things. So I developed interest in science from there in term 2, and I scored a 98 percentage in class 10 board exams, in which I scored 98 in science, which motivated
Okay.
me to take D as option.
So you have so much achievements in class 10th, 11th, and now in JEE Mains. So how your parents reacted? What's their reaction to your success and your achievement?
Yes, ma'am. My parents were really happy about that, and they were thinking in class 10, they were thinking that you will be in top 10 students of your school or somewhat. Means you have prepared well, so you will do well. But my preparation was very good enough, so I secured rank 2 in my school also, and just missed it by 0.6 percentage at rank 1. But my parents were really happy and they always motivated me. If I even scored less sometimes, they even motivated me. They keep me chill. They keep me chill and said that and nothing is going to happen from these means small exams. You have to just focus on achieving what you should become in the future. And they always motivated me like that. They did not disturb even, and they said that you can do much as you can. तो जितना आपसे हो आप करो, बस बाकी हो जाएगा.
Now comes to another participant, Shweta. You are in class 11th right now, and you have participated at Jawaharlal Nehru Science Exhibition, right? So tell me your experience in attending these science expo and exhibitions.
First things is you get to know a lot about how other students take science as a subject, and their innovative skills. And also the judges, they usually don't look at what you are doing. It's like how you are explaining, how much you know about the topic. And actually I remember that one student from our school only, he was about 2 years older than me, I guess. He made AI controlled robot, but he didn't win any prize. We were really upset about that, but the judges told us that it's not about how extra you think about science, how hi-fi you think about it, but it's actually about learning the concepts, understanding and knowing how to apply it in real life. So that's about my experience in exhibitions and expo.
So how many siblings you are?
I'm a single child.
Okay, you are the single child. So you love science or you love extracurricular activities? You are indulged into something else also? Yeah, you are a completely studious person and you keep on studying?
No, not really. I'm studious, but along with that, I'm also interested in like listening to music, and I really like drawing and all.
So what excites you about science? Why you want to go into a science stream?
First things is the my marks motivated me. Firstly, I used to score really well in science, so that's one of the main reasons. And second is it's a vast subject, and you really get a lot of opportunities in science. So, and even my father motivated me to take science and go ahead and feel in all those things.
So what's the contribution of your parents in your success and your preparation?
My father actually travels a lot, like he goes abroad and all, but my mom has always stayed with me, and whenever I feel down, she usually supports me, motivates me, and gives example of her past as well, how she used to tackle all these problems. And sometimes my father also motivates me, and he also shares some of his experiences from his college and his school days as well. And like whenever I study, my mom doesn't switch on the TV. She usually keeps the atmosphere silent so that I could actually study. This is my parents' contribution.
And what you are aspiring for? What you want to be?
Actually, I want to get into IIT Bombay, first year mains and then advanced. And like I want to choose a field that is evergreen, and whatever field I get, I want it to be something that I like at that time. But I haven't yet really decided from now if I want to go into CS or something like that.
So you are preparing for JEE Main right now?
Yes, I've joined Allen Online program, and now I'm moving to 12th, right? So
how many hours you devote to studies?
actually, I guess 9 to 10 hours. Like I go to school only 2 to 3 days a week. So rest of the time I usually devote 9 to 10 hours.
So what's your parents' reaction? How your parents feel about your achievement in such a small age?
My parents are happy no matter what I get, but like they feel proud of me when I get achievements, and they always encourage me to be better.
Same. Are you studious like you? How many hours you devote in studies right now?
Like I go to school, so I cannot devote that much time. I study 3 to 4 hours a day, but I also do lots of extracurricular activities. So I volunteer at an NGO. I play a lot of chess. I also do a lot of coding like AI, ML, and I also make websites.
Have you created any website right now?
Yeah. So I just need to deploy it. So in like by next Saturday, it will be available on the internet.
You are such a bright person. I've never met such a bright person right now. So, what you want to be? What you are aspiring for?
Like I want to be a software engineer.
You want to be an engineer. So, have you planned for it? Software engineer.
Yeah. Like I have planned for it. Like I guess
Any specific institute you are aiming for?
IIT Bombay AI or computer science and MIT.
I want to know who is your role model. Where you get this inspiration from?
My mother.
Your mother. What your mother do?
She's a homemaker.
Okay. She motivates you to be an software engineer?
No, like she lets me be whatever I want to be.
Okay.
But I specifically want to do that because I like computers and coding and AI engine.
You have siblings? How many?
No, I'm an only child.
You are the only child. Okay, great. You're a very bright student. You are also studying in Allen Online right now?
Yes, I'm in the 1PNS 7 batch.
You're currently preparing for JEE Main or just the Olympiads?
No, just the Olympiads.
Okay.
So like NSC, yes is next year.
Okay, they are helping you in preparing for all the Olympiads, Science Olympiads you appeared.
Yes.
Okay. And what's your experience right now with the online coaching? Are you comfortable with that?
Yes, the online coaching is great. It allows me to learn new things and improves my overall attitude to Olympiads.
In any case, you want to have any words for your age group? Like there are many students who are want to achieve something, but they are not, because in 7th standard, they are not clear as much you are about their goals. So you have anything to say to them?
So if you work hard and you set your goals high, you can achieve anything.
Now let's talk to Samarth. So Samarth, 98.7 percentile in JEE Main.
Yes, ma'am.
On which day or shift you appeared for JEE Main?
23rd shift 2, ma'am.
Shift 2. And as I can see, you have very good achievements. So tell me about how you prepared for JEE Main. What is your time schedule? How many hours you devoted for JEE Main?
the idea of preparing for JEE Mains didn't come directly, ma'am. I was actually when I was in 9th or 10th, I really aspired for research, ma'am. I really wanted to go into the depth of physics and learn it, why everything is happening. So it kind of very motivated me, and I thought JEE was one route through which I can enter that field, ma'am. Either it was on application based or research based. I found it as a way, but then I moved on. I am currently now aiming for engineering only, ma'am. And regarding my schedule, as I said earlier, I'm a morning person, so I usually wake up at around 5 or something, and I freshen up and start studying and sit for 3 hour slots. And usually in a day around I would study on an average 10 to 12 hours a day.
So you appeared for different Olympiads also, national level science Olympiads. Can you brief us about that also?
Last year, for the very first time, I had appeared for a national standard examination in astronomy, ma'am. There, due to lack of exposure and all, I couldn't able to clear the first stage of the exam, but instead I got the center top 10% certificate. And the next year, the very next year also, with very much little preparation also, I did the same, and I got center top 10% in both astronomy as well as chemistry this year, ma'am. I kind of cleared, I missed the cutoff by just 10 marks or something this year, ma'am, in chemistry.
So if I talk about your aspiration and which college you want to go, so what it will be?
Ma'am, regarding my aspiration, I would say that Sir Ramanujan is a great inspiration for me, ma'am, literally. I have already, I've been a lot inspired from him, ma'am. He has been an inspiration for me studying math and taking it as a passion, ma'am. Now talking about what college I would be in, I would either go with ISI or CMI, which I would be writing in the upcoming days, or I would go with any IIT, ma'am.
Okay, any IIT will work for
Yes,
you.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Any specific field?
In space, talking about field, ma'am, I have all interest in mechanical also, ma'am. I have also I'm also interested in electrical also, and also CS also, ma'am. Not specific about that.
Okay.
I can do any branch, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm interested in all three.
Okay, so what was your parents' reaction on your achievements?
Ma'am, since the on the day JEE Mains result came, ma'am, I was actually not expecting this, ma'am, because during mocks I used to score a lot more than what I got actually in the end. I kind of panicked in the exam, but I lost marks over there, ma'am, due to very silly mistakes. I told my parents that I'll improve myself in. They were actually quite happy, ma'am, but I myself was not satisfied with my result, ma'am. So I told them that please have hopes, and I'll continue it for the April attempt as well, ma'am.
So you got less marks what you have expected, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, hope so. We'll see you in the April sessions topper.
Yes, ma'am.
And what was your last day's preparation and the previous the complete year preparation? Is there any shift in your strategy in the last few days of the exam?
I mean, the last few days I actually focused on chemistry and a lot of remembering things, ma'am, because in the last days if I go and sit on doing conceptual things and thinking things, it would instead break my confidence, ma'am. So I focused more on chemistry and all the remaining remembrance part, especially the inorganic chemistry. So in the last week or 10 days, I focused more on that, ma'am, instead of this one.
Okay, and in the April session, are you appearing for boards also, right?
Yes, ma'am. I'm from appearing for Karnataka boards, ma'am.
Karnataka boards, right? And
yes,
straight after the boards, there will be your JEE Main session 2.
Yes, ma'am.
So how you tackle these board stress and the session 2 preparation?
Ma'am, since my boards are commencing after 2 days, ma'am, they are commencing from 1st of March, and they are going to end at 15th of March, ma'am. And also we we have 6 subjects to study. So for the first 4 exams, we do not have actually sufficient time to study in between, ma'am. We on the first day we have Kannada, and next day we have gap, and the other next day we have maths, and then we have gap. So there is very less time for us, ma'am. So PCM preparation is almost complete, ma'am. So I'll not worry about that. Since I have to focus on other 3 subjects, I'm focusing on completing those syllabus, so that since I would be getting no time there, I would be covering them now itself, ma'am. And after that, after 4 exams, we on 7th of March, ma'am, I would be done with 4 exams. Then we would be having 4 days of gap, ma'am. So from during those gaps, I would definitely go for studying for JEE, ma'am. So if anyone would ask me, like, they have to find a time in between those breaks, or like in between those days actually, to somehow at least study for 4 to 5 hours, ma'am. Apart from that, they have to study for boards itself, ma'am. But not to get lost with, or like the touch with the JEE, ma'am, I would prefer them to at least study for 4 to 5 hours between those breaks.
So, you have any words for the aspirants who are appearing for session 2, because who have not achieved well? Do you want to suggest something different to do? Yeah, some guidance.
Nothing much, ma'am. Since like if somebody's January session didn't go well, ma'am, there is nothing to be depressed, ma'am, because life has almost like it has different plans for different one of us, ma'am. Even if they are aspiring to April session, there is no wrong in that, ma'am. They should work hard, they should put in all the efforts, and in the end they will definitely get the results, ma'am. But while preparing, they should not think of the results that they might expect. They should always do their duty, ma'am.
And which subject you find more difficult, and which is the easiest subject if you talk about science?
Ma'am, in science especially, I loved mathematics the most, ma'am. During my preparation, I loved physics the most. Then it transited to mathematics, ma'am. So basically, at one point of time, there were like, if I average out my preparation, there was no time like that ki I hated a particular subject, or like I liked the most subject. There were instances where I liked a particular subject, or there were instances where I hated that particular subject. So it is not that, ma'am.
First of all, I want to congratulate like every one of you, because you did very good in your Olympiads, in your examinations. It's a very good and extraordinary achievements of yours, right? And all the best for the upcoming exams, everyone.